NBA Youngboy speaks about case on IG Live, house arrest. In a shocking move by a judge in Louisiana, NBA Youngboy was recently released from custody on bond. Although the rapper is only somewhat free and just until his trial date, he still has had much to say about his new conditions, and some of the details were unexpected to say the least. Thanks for joining us on Line Report. Before we jump into this video, be sure to comment keyword Utah for a chance at winning our giveaway and subscribe for more videos. Last week, NBA Youngboy was finally granted bond and released from jail in Louisiana to serve the rest of his time until trial under house arrest. Although he isn't completely free, the rapper still seems pretty happy about his current situation, especially when compared to jail. The rapper spent around 7 months in jail, but has been enthralled in the throes of the giant legal battle for over a year now. At first, his chances of bond seemed all but impossible, with not just one but two judges swearing they would never grant a bond due to the fact that he was considered a danger to society. However, in spite of all the protests from the prosecutors as well as the judges themselves, Youngboy's legal team was able to wrestle his freedom from the hands of the court. While Youngboy's career remained completely intact during his absence, fans are thrilled that he will be back to work in no time. In his plush home in Utah, his lawyers arranged with the judge for a studio to be built in to allow him to continue to work during his house arrest. Despite the fact that he released the chart-topping Sincerely Control, fans are still hungry for more, and YB is the person to give it to them. Aside from his own personal projects, Youngboy is also working on a Never Broke Again compilation album that will feature all of his signed artists. The compilation is an attempt to grow his brand by using his own name to expose the world to some of the most prominent signees. If things go well, their careers could end up being just as big as his, which would end up a huge win for the entire group. Shortly after Youngboy arrived at his luxurious mansion in Utah, the rapper shared a photo of himself at his new home, much to the delight of his fans. The photo found its way to fans via DJ Academic's Twitter with the caption, "First pic of NBA Youngboy since his release." Fans were all excited to see their favorite rapper happy and no longer behind bars. But some noticed something different about the top rapper. According to some fans, NBA Youngboy looked noticeably different from the last time they saw him just before his arrest. Some claimed that his new look was due to the fact that he is clean and not currently using any drugs thanks to his house arrest rules, while others claimed that he was cloned, a theory held by many conspiracy nuts when a rapper returns from jail looking better than they did before. Some also pointed out that the mustache YB is now sporting, which makes him look a bit older and distinguished. Despite what anyone has to say about his looks though, it just feels good to be able to walk around under his own power. It's been a long and hard-fought road for Youngboy thus far, but his battle is only just beginning. NBA Youngboy's troubles began in September of 2020 as the rapper was shooting a music video for a song of his. A joint task force of police and federal agents led by the FBI swooped in and arrested Youngboy along with 16 other men. The law enforcement agents claimed they came in thanks to an anonymous tip notifying them of the young men brandishing semi-automatic assault rifles in the open. Upon arrival, the feds charged Youngboy with felony possession of a firearm as well as a possession of a firearm not registered to him. The rapper was able to post bond and walk away from the incident without much hassle, but the nightmare was far from over. A few months passed when the FBI finally issued a warrant for Youngboy's arrest. During what was supposed to be a routine traffic stop in California, a police officer tried to pull Youngboy over when he decided to speed off, leading police in a high-speed chase. The chase didn't last long though and ended with Youngboy attempting to flee on foot before being arrested by California police. According to Youngboy's lawyers, the move to arrest him in California was a completely unnecessary show of force and strength by law enforcement geared to embarrass the rapper more than anything else. If they were properly notified of the warrant beforehand, they would have arranged for YB to surrender himself peaceably rather than run away from police and endanger the lives of ordinary citizens. But with an operation name like Never Free Again, it's clear that law enforcement wants nothing more than to lock Youngboy up for good and throw away the key. And for a time, it seemed as though the agents would get their wish as several judges agreed that the rapper is nothing more than a danger to the public. But after many months of back and forth in court, Youngboy's defense team was able to prove otherwise and finally secured a reasonable bond to free the artist from prison. Youngboy's situation in Utah may only be temporary, but the fact that he was granted bond in and of itself is just short of a miracle. In spite of all odds, the hot now rapper has kept his head high and looks to move on to the next phase in both his court case as well as his career. Now all we want to do is wait and watch to see what the rapper does next. Thanks for joining us on Lime Report. Before we jump into this video, be sure to comment keyword Utah for a chance at winning our giveaway, and subscribe for more videos.